Merry Christmas, everyone! Today I'm going to teach you guys how to water marble with your nails, and we are going to do a peppermint swirl kind of tutorial, so it's like, you know, Christmassy. Anywho, the first part of the video I'm just going to be explaining everything, so this is going to be a very detailed tutorial for like first timers, you know, how to do the water marbling, because it's pretty confusing. And if you're just kind of like the person who likes to see the result and then be like, okay, I got it from there, then just skip to the end and I'll put a little annotation of where to skip. Okay guys, just stay tuned. First, you want to put 2 coats of white nail polish onto your nails, you know, base coat, then the white nail polish. And here's the hint. The lightest color that you are going to use in your water marbling, that's the color that you want to use as your base coat. So I'm just going to be using 2 colors, white and red, for like kind of a candy cane effect. And if this is your first time, I highly recommend starting out with 2 colors. And then once you get the hang of water marbling, you can move on to 3 colors. And 3 is probably the best, because the thing is, when you're doing the water marbling, you have to work very fast, otherwise the colors dry. And once the colors dry, then it's kind of like a fail. Basically, water marbling is when you have a bowl of water and you put a drop of color into the water and then alternate it with another color, then go back and forth between the colors, and once the drop of color hits the water, it's going to expand and you're going to be creating rings of color. Then you're going to take a toothpick and you're going to kind of swirl around the colors to make a design, then dip in your fingers and voila, you've got that design onto your fingernails. But the thing is that this can be very messy. There are 2 ways to avoid the whole mess of water marbling. The first one is taping your fingers. You would wrap tape around your skin, probably down to here on your finger, and then just wrap it around your nail. And then once you dip in your finger and get the design, you would just peel off the tape and you're done. The other way to do it, which I find easier and quicker, is to take Vaseline, take a little bit on a brush, and then just kind of paint the Vaseline onto your finger around the nail. And then once you dip in your finger, you're gonna have the design all over your finger, but then just take a napkin and wipe that off, and it comes right off with the Vaseline. I am going to be using a cup of water. I filled it up, yes. Make sure that it's high enough where you can just dip your finger on the top, and you can use a bowl for this, but let me tell you, do not use a container that you want to keep, because the nail polish does not come off the container easily. So I recommend using like a plastic cup where you can throw it away, but just make sure that, you know, that it's big enough to dip your fingers in. So let me just show you guys what I mean of why you have to work fast with the nail polish. Since we're starting off with the lighter color, you're gonna wanna first put a drop of the darker color, then alternate, 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 and end with that color that you started with. And we're probably going to do, like, I say 5 or 6 rings works best to really get a pretty design. The more rings, the merrier. But just be careful, the more rings you do, the more time it takes, and it can dry fairly quickly. So let me just real quick show you what I mean of the drying time. See right there, I waited too long, so the color already dried and it will not spread. This is what happens once the color dries. You can't swirl around the color, it just comes right off. You don't want that. But let me show you what happens when you do it quickly. So that is how you would make a pretty design, working quickly before the color dries. You are going to want to change out the water every 3 to 5 nails that you do, because once you pick up all that color on your toothpick, there's still gonna be like little remnants floating around and the water won't be as clean and you don't want all those chunks on your actual nails. And I am using tap water for this, so nothing fancy. I also like doing 2 fingers at once, just so it makes the whole water marbling thing to go by faster. Because if you're really nitpicky about this, it can take easily up to an hour to do. Now just take your toothpick, dry it off with a towel, take a paper towel, and just wipe it off. It comes right off because you put the Vaseline on it. So there are those 4 nails so far. Now of course I'm going to clean them up a little better. Try to dry your hands off very well so they aren't slippery when you're going back and forth between the colors. And I would recommend not putting on a top coat for a good 30 minutes because the worst thing would be having a top coat just smudge all these colors together. And the thing that just makes this beautiful is that the colors are so defined. I mean, people will think that you're wearing fake nails. So just wait until you're really sure that the colors are dry. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll show you the finished result in just a second, and I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. It's amazing what you can do with just a little bit of Vaseline. Bye guys, Merry Christmas and stay safe.
Hi everybody, do you want to see something cute? What's that? Is that a kitty? Hey Dallas. Oh, you like that, don't you? You like that little kitty? Oh, that feels good. She's saying that feels good. That's not my cat. I'm just cat sitting. Anyways, it's time for some shout outs. So the first shout out is to Fashionista Gal 101. So make sure you guys check out her channel. We also have Chase 1097. Make sure you check out his channel. And then we have Aisha, I hope I'm saying that right, from sunny Singapore. Thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you check out their channels and support them. Love you guys. Bye.